Hello, my name is Madeline Farrell. There are many different facets of my life that have come together to define my culture. I'm a white American woman in my 20s, but I am also a daughter, sister, girlfriend, God-fearing Christian, and much more. I'm a young adult who is building a foundation I need to grow as an individual, and I am at the point where I'm beginning to build a life separate from those who have raised me. In many ways, I'm the same as any other 20-something-year-old. To better explain my cultural identity, I will start with more about my background. I was born in Temple, Texas, but have spent most of my life in Killeen, Texas. My parents have been married for nearly 30 years, and I am the youngest of their 2 daughters. My sister and I are only 2 years apart in age, and I have always been compared to her in looks, education, athleticism, and so on. The people who know us well know that we are polar opposite, but that didn't stop me from developing a very competitive streak. When I was younger, I thought I wanted to prove that I was better than her, but I realize now that I just wanted to prove that I was different from my sister. I've always been told that I'm the most well-behaved of the 2 of us, but because I got to watch her make mistakes first, I learned what I needed to do to stay out of trouble. My sister has always been a measuring post for success in my life, and I couldn't have asked for a better role model. My parents and our financial experiences as a family are a very defining part of my culture. Neither of my parents attended college, which means I am a first-generation college student and will be the first in my family to receive a graduate degree. Although my parents are married, my father was not present for a lot of my childhood because he was always working. My mom has spent 25 years working as a secretary for different departments within Killeen ISD and runs our household. Although it is an outdated opinion, I believe one day, when I have my own family, it will be my responsibility as well to run our house, just as my mother did. My dad has spent most of his adult life working the best job he could get at the time to provide for our family. He has worked at a lumber yard, he was a general manager at the Golden Corral, he sold cars, and most recently he has worked as a finance director for a large car dealership. My family went through periods where we were very fortunate enough to have money to go on family vacations, but there were also times when we had $7 in our bank account and bills to pay. These are experiences that my parents did not want my sister and I to have to go through ourselves, so education was a driving factor in our household. A college degree was often synonymous with financial stability. Many of the big decisions I make about my education and career are driven by the need to be financially stable for myself and for my family. However, although success in terms of education can be earned, I've been taught that success doesn't mean much if you are not surrounded by loved ones with whom you can share it. I would say, like many others, my religion is a large part of my cultural identity as well. As a child, my family went to church infrequently. We identified as Christians and believed in God, but my parents always stressed that our faith should be led by a personal relationship with God. I was baptized and became a member of the First Baptist Church congregation in Killeen. The youth department at my church offered me experiences that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to take part in. The mission trips I've been on were the source of many of my intercultural experiences. I've met and talked with people of all different walks of life. A common misconception about mission trips is that our goal is to convert people to our own religion, when in reality, the Baptist ministry is focused on planting seeds and waiting for God's good timing. My job on these trips was to share God's message, but the people I shared it with oftentimes had more to teach me about their own cultures. My religion has taught me to value what others have to share with you. In ministry, you have to put yourself out there for everyone to see and hope that they are kind to you. These experiences have subsequently taught me to be the one who is kind and understanding to those who are most different from myself. I think what I bring to work and social environments in terms of culture and sensitivity is understanding. I haven't had any defining cultural experiences in my life myself, but I have had many experiences. I'm open-minded to hearing how an individual's culture can have a monumental effect on how they interact socially and intellectually with others. I am success-driven, but place a high value on showing compassion towards others and building lasting relationships.